Okay, so we're going to make some easy cornhole sets. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to start out by cutting our plywood tops down. We're going to cut them down to 24 inches wide and 48 inches long. All right, so next we're going to use the chop saw to cut some 2x4s down to 48 inches, 21 inches, and 11.5 inches. All right, so we've got all of our pieces cut now. We've got two 48 by 24 inch pieces of ply. We've got four 48 inch 2x4s, four 21 inch 2x4s, and four 11.5 inch 2x4s. Okay, so we're gonna mark our center hole. So it's 9 inches down, 12 inches centered. And then we could cut it with a jigsaw, but we have a CNC. So we're gonna use the CNC to cut a perfect 6-inch hole. All right, we have programmed Path Pilot to cut a 6-inch hole. So now we're going to zero out at the center of our hole here. You're going to notice that we bring it down, and then we're going to use this little paper trick. You're going to bring the Z-axis down until it just barely tears the paper. That's going to give us a perfect 0 at Z. And now to put our frames together. So we're going to take those 21 inch 2x4s and the 48 inch 2x4s. We're going to put the 48 on the outside of the 21 and we're going to screw them in. We're going to pre-drill our holes so that we don't have any split out when we screw them together. Okay, so our frames are done now. We screwed them together with 3-inch screws, so we're going to transition to the tops. We're going to screw those in with 1 5/8-inch screws. Make sure that you get the top square before you start screwing everything in. Okay, so we're going to move on to the legs now. These are the 11.5-inch pieces that we cut earlier. We're going to mark the center at 1 3/4. Then we're going to take a compass, set it to 1 3/4 also so that we can get a 3.5-inch diameter circle at the top. Then we're going to take them over to the bandsaw and cut them so that we can have that rotating leg. Hey, so as a side note here on the bandsaw, cut on the outside of the line, leaving the line so that you can sand down to it, and that'll give you a better fit. Okay, so we're going to attach the legs using 1/2 inch by 4 inch long carriage bolts. In order to get the leg drilled in the same spot, both on the cornhole board and on the leg, we're going to clamp it in and drill from the inside of the board through the leg into the board's frame. That's going to allow us to line everything up perfectly. Okay, so now we got our legs attached. We need to cut the feet at an angle so that the board sits properly. It needs to be 12 inches from the ground. So we're going to set it up, measure our 12 inches, and then scribe a line that'll give us the angle that we need to cut those legs at. In this instance, it ended up being 13 degrees. To mark the second board, line up your eye holes with a carriage bolt and scribe the line using the first leg cut. Reattach the legs, tighten everything down, and then it's time to sand everything to a finish, paint, and you're done.